You're listening to the PTO Unlimited podcast.
Welcome back to the PTO Unlimited podcast. My name is Brett.
I'm Josh.
Alex.
This is episode, what is it?
65.
65. And we got a guest.
Special guest.
Special guest. Josh, you want to introduce our special guest?
The man, the myth, the legend, the dude we play online all the time with. His name is Jer.
Hello there.
So this is our friend from Colorado. We have known him just as long as we've known Brett.
Yeah, pretty much.
Pretty close to the same amount of time. So one of our oldest friends, and we have him on here, and he is just as nerdy as us, and hopefully just as talkative.
Yes,
And-
I've gargled my buttermilk before this episode.
Well, you'll be gargling more.
Oh,
no,
boy.
I'm not talking about my balls.
I where you were going to go with that.
I was talking, we're doing soda today. Come on.
Oh, okay. I was like, you're going to be gargling what?
We're going to start that already.
Shit.
He's also the creator of our music.
Yes, intro and outro, and we mean. Well, I got more to ask you when we get off air here. You know, something else.
Okay.
Oh, all right.
I'm ready.
Inside project
My
stuff.
body is ready.
Oh boy.
What do you think about that song, by the way?
I would say it's probably the best dubstep song I've ever heard.
That's
Wow.
what it's called too.
It is
And
called that.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
No, we thank you for that. We get a lot of compliments on
Yes, we do, and we always say, "Hey, go over to this guy's page, and he'll let you see his other works." It's really nice.
I'd like to think a not insignificant number of listens have come from you guys. So,
Well, you're
appreciate that.
welcome.
We do. Yes, we do push play on that a lot. A lot of good electronic music, but let's move in.
That's it. Let's get
move
started
in.
with
Well,
episode
Alex,
65.
did you want to do your story?
Well, I try to think about it just because every time we have a guest on here, we kind of do like a little initiation where we have some kind of story that we have about that person, which, I mean, because we've known Jared for so long, there's just so many, but there is a significance that he's kind of a jinx for whenever we all hang out, because almost every time he's either wearing something white or he's visiting us, he ends up bloody
Yeah, he always hurts himself.
somehow.
So far that
Or
has
something
not
breaks.
happened,
I mean, knock on wood.
Or something breaks.
hopefully
Or
it
something
doesn't
breaks.
build up to a point of release.
Well,
There's always some visit where almost every time he visits, either something expensive breaks, or he's bloody, or he gets his white shirt stained.
yeah.
Like it's like
your white
those,
shirts.
Those three things almost always happen.
You can tell he's wearing such a lovely white shirt.
That's why I only wear black shirts anymore when I visit.
No, but he's had a run of
Well, Call of Duty's gone down. No, just pull it down. Just pull it down. It's good.
Let's.
it's fine. Call of Duty can go.
Call of
by
Duty's
right now.
done. Black Ops is over.
Don't
Yeah.
step on that.
Don't step on the deck.
Jer's
he's-
in
we've
video
had-
form. You guys watching? Jer's standing. Oh, here, I'll take those so you don't puncture yourself. This will help you bleed. So,
add to the,
There was
quota.
I wanted to talk about a couple of those instances real quick.
oh yeah, go ahead.
There was that one time that we were just we were walking down the street and you stubbed your toe and you like sliced your toe open.
Oh yeah, that was like blocks away from here, next to CVS.
Remember? We were like walking and you
Oh yeah,
stubbed
Wendy's.
your toe.
We went to Wendy's.
That sidewalk jumped up and bit your foot.
Oh yeah,
Your bloody toe.
You probably remember more of my injuries than I do.
Well, that's because I'm the one attending to them.
You are the nurse.
Yeah.
But no, there was that. There was also, so if you want to talk about things that have been broken, probably one of the most unfortunate ones is when we went to Sarah's and we got out of the car and your phone just went smack
Oh yeah,
down on its face.
planted on the ground.
Into Shattersville. But
There's no
that's
hope.
those are just the tales of Jer. But we're gonna go into
there's
our podcast.
plenty more.
We need to move into stuff. We have a lot today. I mean,
Yeah.
first we were like, we don't have a lot. Oh wait, we're getting more. Oh wait, we have more. Oh, we're doing soda today. Oh my god. So
I think that we should start off real quick with yesterday.
yesterday, the 4th of July, which was,
July.
as of
Yeah.
recording, Independence Day. What did
So-
you do?
Yeah, Brett, what did you do?
I mowed the grass. I cleaned the house. I did laundry.
You didn't watch any fireworks. You
Nope.
didn't.
I heard some.
Well, I'm sure, but wow, you are So proud of your
Lame.
independence.
You're so lame.
Lame.
Patriotic.
Celebrate your independence like a true American homeowner.
I didn't work, so there's that.
That's true
Okay,
too.
yeah.
Oh man, we did a lot of things. We cooked. We didn't cook. We brought the food to the party.
Yeah.
First off, before we go into this, I want to apologize for last week. I was not myself. I was completely out of it.
Yeah, you were.
Throughout the week, I've had a whole thing go down. We're going to go into that later, but I am sounding like myself for once.
Yeah, yeah.
I think your
In
voice sounds a little
month.
deeper.
I know,
honestly.
right? I sound like an actual radio DJ.
For
But,
now.
Pumping you with some testosterone.
Pumping me with what?
So, anyways, let's
Something.
go on about the 4th of July.
So Jared and I went to the fireworks stand, and right then and there, it was odd. Like, it was a small stand, and we expected a big warehouse.
I would just like to point out the hilarity of Indiana and how gas stations sell fireworks here. I just think that's amazing.
Out of gas
Yeah.
station car
Did you see
washes.
that up on Maple Crest and
No.
Stellhorn?
I've been over there.
You go to Taco Bell.
There's one of
I haven't
those.
been there recently though.
Oh,
There's one of those drive-in or drive-through
Car wash.
car washes.
Yeah.
That's where they're
it's
selling the
vacant, and
fireworks.
they're inside selling fireworks in there.
in the car wash
Right
at a
next to the
gas
gas
sta- at a
station.
gas station. Explosives next to explosives, right? I mean, that's just asking for it.
I just want to set up a camera on that facility in case one day it just goes up and an exciting.
I wonder how they
I'm gonna
got
move your mic
permission
up,
to do
Jared, 'cause I
that.
see you struggling.
Can you feel it now? It's entering your earlobes.
So we went to the fireworks stand. Jer spent $120 in fireworks. I spent $12.
Which I was shocked because I told you could have spent more.
I didn't know. I didn't want to overdo it.
Do you ever? I guess the question is, Brett.
did.
I mean, are you? I know that you didn't do anything this year, but are you a big buyer of fireworks?
No,
Not generally.
they're too expensive.
They are.
Yeah, they're pricey unless you go for the deals. Like there's one where you get buy one like get 5 free.
Right.
It's
Like
like how do they
today?
get away with that? Well, I'm
It's
sure
because
it is
they
today.
charge 5 times as much for every firework.
Oh,
as
yeah.
opposed to
They
other
probably make their
places.
sales by 4th of July, so they're just like, here, take it.
Right. And we went on the 4th itself, so we expected better deals. But you had a
I
good
think,
question there, Alex.
Got a pretty good bang for the buck.
Well, Jared,
no pun intended.
Is that the most is that the most you've spent on fireworks?
That is the most. I've always had a childhood dream of spending at least $100 on fireworks, and that has finally been fulfilled. So
Yeah.
now next year it's going to be 1,000.
No, how about we didn't even have
No.
enough time in the night last night to shoot off everything that was bought
Yeah.
before curfew.
Yeah.
So if to go on to that question, how much have you spent on fireworks? That is the most I probably spent on fireworks.
I've probably spent $20.
$12.
Yeah, $12. I mean, well, Alex, when we
went to South Dakota, I probably spent $20 there.
okay, that's probably the most I spent then because that was many years ago. Probably.
And this is actually a question from somebody on Facebook today.
Yeah, shout out to them, whoever that was. I didn't. Who was the name? Was it your sister?
I believe it was my sister.
Yeah, was your sister?
I believe it was my sister.
Good
Yeah.
question.
Yeah. But Brett, how much have you ever spent on
I don't know
fireworks?
if I've ever bought fireworks with my own money.
No.
Ever? Really?
But
Wow.
somebody else's money.
do you
have.
and-
Somebody may have bought
if
them
someone-
for me.
You
Yeah, if
mugged
someone buys them
somebody.
for you, are you a big you like lighting off things and making them go boom?
They're fine. They're cool. But if I didn't watch a single firework this year, and I'm not sad about it. So
And I'm not sad about
That's
it.
all right. I mean, I'm saying here like
As we get older, it's kind of not as
right.
magical.
Well, Brett, you're
I could watch fireworks every night.
your
for the record.
holiday celebrations have kind of dwindled down to he was born, he was raised again, and maybe Thanksgiving.
are you talking about Christmas?
I'm talking
Easter?
about Christmas, Easter.
I
I guess
put
I
that
should have
together
just
for a
said the
minute.
damn holidays. I'm a fucking moron.
You don't enjoy holidays anymore? Is that what I'm...
Well, no, and maybe Halloween, but we force you into that.
Yeah.
It's
so,
fun. It's fun.
I mean, what other Valentine's Day? That's just a marketing ploy. I'll tell
anyways,
you
to
that.
go back on the 4th of July, our
Yeah.
friend Joe had bought. Is it mortars?
Mordors.
Mordor. I'm gonna try to say
He
Mordor.
bought
He walked into
Several
Mordor.
He bought these things that pretty much they go boom, and that's
Well,
all they do is they go.
they're
They're
launch
big.
launchers.
But no, I'm talking about the things the big loud noise.
Just
Oh yeah,
The
the little
boom booms.
firecrackers,
The boom
basically.
booms.
like
And
enough to
probably
where it
M80s.
would shake
Yeah, probably
the
M80s.
porch.
But I tell you, nothing really brings down the deep joy of an American like the sound of a loud just boom on the ground, because we had people around the neighborhood there
We
just
thought that
going,
was-
yeah,
we thought people
Like,
were gonna get mad, but every
fire
time
in
we
the hole.
lit one off,
Well-
they were like, "Whoa!"
well,
That
the
was
first
that
one,
was one.
the first one we did, that lady I think got pretty mad at us. She was
Which-
like,
the one-
"Oh, I felt that over here," and all that stuff. I don't know if she
I know,
was
but
upset.
all those people down the road at night were.
No,
I
they were
couldn't. I
cheering.
couldn't tell if it was like a passive aggressive kind of cheering or just like,
No.
let us know when you're gonna set off something that.
That's
the
gonna
whole neighborhood can-
shake my innards.
I think the last one we did was at maybe 11:30 or
Yeah.
11:45, right
That's-
before curfew.
that's
was
when
done.
we-
only.
that's when
I
we
think it was like a
stopped.
box of 10,
Yeah,
and we
Not
only lit
10.
like 3 because they were
Yeah.
just that.
they were
disturbing.
that potent. Yeah, yeah.
We're gonna have to
So-
save those.
Right. Well, no, Joe's probably doing that himself.
I mean, for that whole box, I would think you need a permit for how explosive they are.
Yeah.
right. I mean, that could cause some damage.
Shane and I were sitting on the deck. So we were shitting. We were shitting.
You're shitting on the deck.
We were shooting these off at Shane's house.
Shitting on the poop
And
deck.
Shane and I, it had gotten dark, and Joe had thrown one of these out into the street. And Shane and I didn't even think anything of it, and we watched it blow up. And those suckers are not just loud, but bright as hell. Because Shane and I both went like we were blinking and seeing dots afterwards.
Right.
There was you singed your leg hair last night.
Yeah, I lost a little bit of leg protein.
He was walking away
Wait,
from one that he
hair has
lit,
protein
and he
in
was
it?
he was shaking his leg
Pretty
like
sure.
he thought a spark or something that got on him. And Shane and I had both like, Jerry, you're on fire, and his leg hair was singed
Right,
for walking
right.
away from it.
I would
And
say
we had a couple injuries.
I kind of singed my thumb a little
those-
bit, but that's
those-
due to the fucking sparkler.
Those freaking sparklers last night, like they would take forever to light. So
I
you
would-
hold the lighter, and then eventually it just went boom, like
I would
right on
argue
your
that the
thumb.
sparklers were the most dangerous part.
They
of
were.
yeah,
fireworks.
that's what burned Joe too, because he had a blister on the side of his
He
thumb.
had like he was blown, like it was blown up. He had probably a 3rd-degree
Did you
burn.
get a picture
Like,
of
it was
that, Alex?
bad.
You,
Oh man, I
you
would-
were using conventional lighters.
Yeah,
Well, maybe if you had used those ones with the long necks.
It was-
we had one with us, but it wouldn't light on its own. So you'd light the lighter, and then you'd have the stick, and you press the trigger, and that would light the stick because
Yep.
the flint on that
and then the
stick
stick
is dead.
wouldn't like stay lit.
Nope.
So yeah, and then and then Shane's wife Ashley at the end of the night, her daughter wanted to do 3 at the same time. So we haven't learned our lesson by 11 o'clock at night yet. So she lights 3 at the same time, and it just engulfs her finger and
Oh, I didn't see
sparkly
your hand.
Oh, it's bad.
Oh,
Like it looked really
no.
bad last night. But she had some burn cream and some wraps, and
Dang.
Joe had a wrap on his thumb. She had a wrap on her thumb. Jer has you have something like you've burned some skin
Got
off
a
of
little
your
bit
thumb.
of a singe on the thumb there.
Yeah,
Everybody-
mine's pretty minuscule.
Yeah,
But,
and then of course, Jer's leg had to be
Yeah.
burned.
Yeah,
But-
but you
Yeah.
can't really tell anyway because it's so blonde.
Brett, did you do any grilling?
Yeah, I grilled.
What'd you
What
grill?
would you eat?
Just
Chicken?
No, I did wings for lunch. Then I did
Wings for breakfast.
a couple burgers and a couple dogs for
Man.
supper, and then lunch today.
Nice. You're really digging into. You're doing your.
You're using
grilling.
that grill all
You
the
are
time.
using that sucker. Just don't blow your face up.
I got it down now.
We did a grilling of brats and hot dogs, and then there were sides. And Jared did a taco dip that was it was fire, dude. It was great.
yummy.
It was lit.
It was
It was lit.
That dip was lit.
Yeah.
Jared, did you know they sell Yingling bratwurst?
I did not know that.
Yeah.
Hmm.
They sell
I've never
what?
had one. Bratwurst that are flavored somehow by Yingling beer.
Yingling. Well, they're probably.
Oh, okay.
They're
I was
probably
like, what the
soaked
hell is
soaked in
Yingling?
beer. Yeah.
Just a beer brat.
That beer that Jared was drinking earlier.
Is it
What's a
Johnsonville?
Yingling? It's only the bottle you gave him.
What?
Is it Johnsonville?
I think so.
Johnsonville
Okay.
does a lot.
Shout out to Johnsonville.
Possibly.
Jared's doing shout outs. Wow. So let's do my story before we jump into playing and watching, because this will
Let's get it out of
this will
the
tie
way.
the weekend. Throughout
Well, we have to explain it because Brett, no matter how many times we've explained it,
I can't explain it.
He can't explain it. So
I'm going to be looking to Alex for some of the words here because she's been told it so many times. But throughout the week last week, I had a major throat infection to the point where I was bedridden for almost practically 2 days straight. And I ignored that. I should have not ignored that. I should have let my body do what it needed to do. The thing is, I had this throat infection all throughout mainly the entire month of June. And on Thursday night, I was whipped, and then I was starting to get really, really just, I couldn't do it anymore. And then Friday, I went to the airport to Indy to pick Jer up, and we came home and we hung out, and around 9 o'clock at night, my chest started just hurting so bad. And so from 9 until 11, that's how that was going down, and I was like, okay, well, I'm fine now. I went to bed at 1, and then I woke Alex up at 4 o'clock in the morning. We had to go to the ER because I was just, I had chest pain so bad, and I was sweating like hardcore.
It felt like you got, when I touched your back and you woke me up, it looked like you got out of the shower.
Right.
Like you were really pale, and I could like almost drip the sweat off my hand.
Right. So
and you were bending over and like
clutching my chest,
grabbing
kind of like
chest.
I don't know if you guys have ever seen the meme "Right in the Childhood."
No,
Have you seen that meme?
Interesting.
you never heard that?
No.
It's actually kind of bad. It's like basically where people make fun of old like children's movies where they point out a flaw, and it's like right in the childhood. It's this old dude.
Okay.
Jerry knows what I'm talking about because he's a meme fella like I am.
Okay,
I was kind of clutching my chest that hard. It was pretty bad. So we went to the ER and had some tests done. Lo and behold, I was in the hospital for 3 days. I was admitted for chest pain, and it was diagnosed as myocarditis. Yeah, I knew I was going to get that wrong. But during my stay there, I want to thank everybody who's visited, especially the people who are at this table. All of you guys visited and stayed. And I want to thank our friends Shane and Ashley. You guys are awesome. And my mother-in-law and my sister-in-law, they all joined as well, too. So, but throughout the time, we went to one of the hospitals on State Street, and we had to be I had to be transferred to the other one to where I could see an actual cardiologist so they could check out what was wrong with me. So when you guys showed up, you guys were starving. Jer and Alex were there. They were starving. They needed food so bad.
Well, I had been up with you since 4, and I'd only gotten like 3 hours of sleep, and it was already 1, so I hadn't eaten anything, and my adrenaline was still up. Went home, grabbed Jer, came back to the hospital.
You're like, yeah, we're just going to eat at the hospital.
And I asked the nurse because they said he was going to be transferred, and I'm like, well, do I have time to order something from downstairs? She said, yeah, you got plenty of time. And pretty much as soon as we hung up the phone, she goes, well, they're here a lot faster than I thought. And then the EMTs rolled in with your gurney.
That's not all. I was delaying you guys because I wanted you to eat food at the other one because they had that big cafe.
How
dare you?
I know, it was my fault. I was. You guys were ready to order.
You're
5 minutes
so
later,
hungry.
we're ready to order. Sorry, hold on, because the nurse was still in there. I didn't want to offend her because your hospital food sucks. I want to eat at a different hospital. So
either way, this is at the time you had your morphine.
Yeah, and I was loopy. I was real loopy. Like they kept on asking me questions about, are you breathing okay? If you lean forward and all this, I was like, so I'd lean forward, like, I'm breathing fine. I'm just fat.
he was cracking jokes left to right. I'm like, yeah, he's feeling pretty good.
I was trying to be myself a little bit here and there. Then we went to the other hospital. Alex was following practically behind me.
We forgot what the one funny thing that happened.
No, I didn't.
Yeah.
I'm going to it.
That's what all this is leading up to.
The bucket.
The bucket.
What would have been your pee bucket?
Oh yeah, the EMTs were getting me out of my gurney
in this
to go
tiny room. By the way, we have to put that in because that's why you hit it.
You want to go ahead?
Go ahead.
Okay, do this all the time, Alex.
Sorry, just go ahead.
So Jer was standing on the wall, just trying to help out as best he could to get things out of the way, help me get onto the EMT gurney so they could move me, and they accidentally smacked this cup that's supposed to hold my urine. Luckily, I was able to get up and go to the bathroom beforehand instead of using this, or else that would have hit you right in the face, dude. That cup, yeah. You were standing on the wall and they smacked it off my bed. It
came right at you.
Yeah.
I suppose if it was open,
that's what I mean. If it was
but you would have felt a warm bottle on your foot. How would that make you feel?
Well, the EMT had looked down and was like, "Oh, good. There's no pee in it."
So on the way there, I was in the ambulance and they're like, "Hey, you doing okay?" and all this stuff. I was like, "Yeah, I'm doing great. You guys are the best. Like, you're better than the other times I've had to deal with medical professionals. I'm gonna rate you guys on Yelp. I'm gonna give you 5 stars. That's not really a thing, Brett. I'm just being.
I know that.
Okay. So we get to the hospital, and right as I get into the room, Alex and Jer show up at the same exact time, and the food is there waiting for them.
Pretty much.
They've
rolled it
never
in.
seen such treasure at the end of the rainbow.
I know.
You know?
So you're driving there, and it was like another 20 minutes.
It was totally worth the hospital experience.
Oh, it was interesting.
The luxury.
Next
we ordered
part,
breakfast.
you order breakfast at 1 o'clock in the afternoon. The next part was not it was beyond interesting. It was an experience. So there's 2 nurses there, and Alex and I'm going to paint the scene here. So for the video people, so you got me laying here, the door's right here, and then the couches are way over here. They put the couch like 20 feet away to where I have to shout at you guys when I'm talking to you.
Pretty much.
So the couch is way next to the window, and so they're devouring food. I'm laying in the hospital bed. There's 2 nurses on both sides. They're like, okay, well, are you feeling? They're doing a whole test to make sure everything, the transfer went okay, and I'm okay and everything. So they're like, all right, Josh, and we're gonna need you to lay on your side, nurse. Blah blah blah. Nurse Hot Chick is going to check your backside.
I should say it was very much like a movie theater experience.
It definitely was
because the couch was facing right towards.
You guys had dinner,
the bed,
and a show,
and a show
directly at Josh.
She just rolled over.
What's going on over here?
Yeah,
right.
She said, "What'd she say again?"
I'm going to check your backside. So I'm like, okay. So I'm on my side. They roll my shirt up, or not my shirt. They roll my gown up, and then they pull down my pants. All of it. My entire derriere is just out in the open. And I'm looking at Alex. I'm like, okay, this is a little weird. And she's just looking at me.
I thought that they were just going to look at your butt, which was fine. Jared and I were like scarfing food down watching you. And Josh's eyes just eventually just kind of like pop out of his head.
Because the hand went between the cheeks. They were checking for something. I'm going to guess a rash or something. But I got fingered in front of my friend and my wife. Like I was like, I just made it to third base with a hot nurse, and my wife is right there.
We had no idea. Like Jared and I were just.
I made a face like
his eyes popped out. I thought maybe they had just like touched his butt or something, and sure enough, like after that, they kind of scurried out of the room, and Jared and I were just like yum yum yum, and he's like, guys. So I just got violated. I'm like, I know you got your pants pulled down. I was like, no, there were fingers. And Jared and I looked at each other like, wait, she was doing that while we were just sitting there watching you and eating?
Yeah, pretty much. It
was pretty embarrassing, but it was a
good show. I would rate that probably 3.5 stars on IMDb.
Yeah.
Okay. That's fair enough. Out of 10?
Out of 5.
Which means it's shit. And I'm just kidding.
Literal shit.
It's literal shit. So, yeah, I was in the hospital for a few days, and trust me, no one loves that experience more than I do.
You threw your pillow.
What?
You threw your pillow.
Oh, yeah, I was angry. I was getting angry.
When we got told that he had to be
Sunday,
had to stay.
it was Sunday morning. They said, well, we're going to keep you overnight, and we're not going to do any more tests on you. For the rest of the day.
We're just going to keep you and watch you.
I mean, I understand observation and stuff, and that's all right. But and they're like, you have to take it easy. You have to. If you don't take it easy, this is going to go bad. So yeah,
you're going to get another finger in the ass.
Right, exactly. But I don't know what they're checking for there. But pretty much, I'm on relaxation what's the prescription? Relax. I have to relax. I'm advised to relax.
Yes.
Your prescription is chill the fuck out.
Chill the F out. So yeah.
AF.
And I've also got pills to take too, so that's fun.
Well, it was scary because when we first got there, and
it sounded like heart attack.
I told everybody this so far. The scary part was we went in there for chest pain, so they automatically did an X-ray and then ran ECGs, which test that the boop boop boop. Like the electrical output of your heart. And the nurse or whoever, the technician comes in and it automatically prints it out on a piece of paper. And she looked at it and then she goes, I'll be right back. And then leaves. And then she comes back. She goes, lay very still. We're going to run this one more time. Yeah. Okay, he was already laying still. So, because if you move, the leads move and then it just kind of makes it all funky.
Right.
So she runs it again. She goes, I'm going to be right back. And then all of a sudden we've got like 3 or 4 doctors in the room. We've got like the internal medicine. We've got the emergency head doctor. We've got the physician's assistant that we saw. And then we had...
Jeez, Alex.
we had nurses getting medications up right next to them. And the guy was like, that had originally admitted Josh, was like, okay, so here's the thing. We did some blood work on you, and it doesn't look good, and we just did an ECG on you, and everything is kind of referencing to you just had a heart attack.
That's not going to sit there, Jer. It's not going to work.
So they gave you, I can't remember, nitroglycerin? Yeah, nitroglycerin underneath your tongue.
Yeah.
And then that
I can
gave
move it
you
up front here in
that gave you some kind of head rush.
America. Yeah, it gave me a real head rush, and they also gave me morphine.
Morphine, aspirin, like they gave you a whole bunch
gave
of
me
stuff,
a
but
whole bunch
they
of
got
stuff.
like really
And blood
scared
pressure
because
meds.
your blood pressure was also like high
pretty raised.
until they put you on meds. But that was the scary part is they came in because they originally were just like, it's probably nothing, it's a little chest pain, you're probably just sick and overworked, it's all right. And then the doctor all of a sudden comes in and goes, well, hey, it's a little bit more serious than we thought. And then they're talking about transferring him to hospitals and cardiologists, like all this stuff. Like it was scary.
Yeah, it was a scary experience, but luckily they've mostly ruled out heart attack, and it was due to my throat infection. So they think it was a high stress on the body.
So pretty much, Brett, what Josh has to explain it to you, and anybody else who doesn't know what it is, the cardiologist was very good about explaining it.
They went back and next to the mic. It's all right. It's not going to make too much noise.
They went back and forth.
Just trying to be a professional.
You've got your heart. Your heart is made out of muscle. And then you've got the sac around the heart, and that's called the pericardium. And that acts like it's like a little baggie, and then in between the baggie and your heart is like some lubricant, so that way when it pumps, it doesn't hit the baggie and cause irritation, pretty much, is how he explained it, right?
Right.
And then so they thought for a really long time that the bag around the heart can get irritated or inflamed, and that can cause chest pain, and that can be from infection, things like that. So pretty much what happened is he had this infection in his throat for 4.5 weeks that attacked his bloodstream or something, and eventually put overwork on his heart, causing that baggie to really kind of get irritated. And then they said, along with his ECG and the blood work that kept elevating, the blood work that we ran is only supposed to be you're only supposed to have it in your bloodstream if you have heart damage. So and that kept raising, and then they didn't want to see that. So they said that the muscle and the baggie of his heart are inflamed or irritated. So that's what's called myocarditis. And then so how we treat that is he's on some prescription strength NSAIDs and then some stomach coating to make sure that he doesn't give an ulcer to himself.
The NSAID is an anti-inflammatory like ibuprofen and Tylenol.
That's what an NSAID is, Josh.
Well, I'm going for the people who don't know what NSAID means.
Okay.
So that's my story.
So yeah, you're doing good.
I'm hopefully doing better. She's just been like, yeah, you're doing okay.
All right. Let's
so
not give your wife a heart attack.
Let's pick this up to playing and watching. I think that's a good thing to go with. Have you been playing anything?
Playing no, but I did watch.
Didn't play a damn thing.
I did started the part 3 of The Ranch.
Nice.
Oh, you did.
And I'm only 5 episodes in, and I am not feeling the way you felt.
Right.
With
you like it?
It's fine, yeah, and I don't feel that the guest star was shoehorned.
I didn't. I said Alex does.
Oh.
Wait, I think that
Kitty.
Yeah, I don't like it.
Deborah, yes.
I'm
okay
like it or
with
you don't
it.
like
I thought it was fine.
I thought it was fine too. See?
Now, what I also noticed that you did not mention was that they upped the language, which
I didn't notice that.
I'm okay with because it's more natural. It's like how real people would talk.
Yeah.
Jerry, you've watched The Ranch, right?
No.
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 I have not.
Have you watched that 70s show?
I have watched that.
You will like The Ranch.
I also...
It's like a grown-up version of that 70s show.
I prefer blue cheese.
Oh.
Dressing.
I also watched a little bit of Home Improvement.
Okay, and I've been wanting to, and you dropped off 3 seasons for me to watch in case
I'm actually excited because I liked watching Home Improvement.
And they don't have it on any streaming service. And
what's his face?
What?
Tim Allen.
What are you saying? Jonathan
I didn't
Taylor
know
Thomas?
What you said.
Yes.
Oh,
yeah, I had a huge crush on
I didn't hear
Tim
that
Allen.
part. All I heard was what's his face.
She had a
That's it
real
because of-
crush on Tim Allen at the time.
What's
She
his
liked that
face?
mullet and that dad bod.
JTT. Okay.
JTT.
All right, let's go.
So yeah, if I was going to be admitted to the hospital another day, I would have watched at least 2 of those seasons. I'll
Probably.
tell you what.
Yeah.
I'm just really happy I got out in time. But what do you with The Ranch? You said you're 5 episodes in.
Yep.
Do you think you're seeing any sort of like they didn't try as hard on this one?
Not really, and maybe I'll feel differently when I'm done. But
Right.
it so far feels almost like there's nothing about an actual ranch in it, you know?
Right.
It's all about the drama between all of them, which
exactly.
is, you know, what it probably always was, and maybe I just forgot.
That's kind of like Walking Dead on the first couple seasons.
It's like you forget the zombies.
It was like the zombies were kind of an excuse for, you know, personal interrelationship drama.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
Exactly. And then people are like, oh, I'd love a zombie apocalypse. No, you fucking wouldn't.
No.
But just wait till the end. The end feels shoehorned, like they just wanted to cut it. Just hit cut. But as far as playing and watching goes, I'm going to go with some playing first. Playing Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, getting some more of that going on the Switch, which thank God for that system. Like, I was in the hospital. I needed a console.
Yeah.
And I did not want to
console that
lug.
I could take to the hospital.
I did not want to lug around an Xbox One. I don't own a Slim. I'm not going to buy a Slim until one of them goes out. I don't know if I'll buy the X. I'm really debating on that. I don't have a 4K TV, so
Yeah, so it'd be pointless.
yeah. But playing that, and then I was also gifted a game, Legend of Zelda. You guys might have heard of this. It is the Breath of the Wild, but unfortunately, I have not played a damn minute of this because I was like, Jared, why don't you try this out while you're here? And he's played it for hours.
I'm loving the heck out of it.
Yeah, that's Jared's
Is it a
playing.
pretty game?
It is quite pretty. I'd say it's, as far as the graphics that I expect from the Switch, I'd say it's probably pushing the envelope there.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
It's looking real clean.
You did I was sitting next to you for a couple misadventures.
Yeah, I'd say there's a much higher likelihood of death in this game, if only because they added a jump button.
Oh, they did.
Compared to Ocarina of Time, didn't have a jump button.
Oh,
so
they
you
added
just
one.
Jump off wherever. Yeah,
They added a
That's-
jump.
Like
oh,
today,
I like
what
this
did you
game.
do?
Button. Zelda finally has a jump button.
You mean
No,
Link?
Gentlemen, I don't know
Jared,
if the other ones did.
What did you do
I think
today?
you meant the game.
Oh, you meant the game? I was saying that you meant Link. Zelda
Link-
can finally jump.
Yeah, Zelda can jump now.
Zelda's a good guy.
Zelda's pretty cool. I like his hat. It's a little green.
Oh
I
man,
said, like, what was your misadventure today? Where you were just walking around.
you got to be
said
more specific.
Your cliff story.
So far it's been a case of randomly jumping off cliffs because I tried to climb down from them, and Link just isn't operating in the way I expect, and he's just like, "Let me jump to my death now. I've had enough of this."
What was your you had
quick
that
adventure?
your fire instant yesterday?
Oh, you kept on blowing yourself up.
Fire instance?
Yeah.
I blew myself up with bombs.
No,
I mean, it's
you said you lit some kind of hay or something.
Oh yeah. Oh no.
well, I set a spear on fire and for whatever reason was compelled to start poking boxes with it, and I started charging up this intense combo, but Link he's poking the box 80 times during this combo. He just hangs out in the middle of this fire let me keep stabbing the box while it's on fire.
Is it like
he just dies immediately.
Is it like a motion you can't stop?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
There might be some way, but he was feeling the burn. Quite literally.
That's
so
funny.
that's pretty much for playing. For watching, I watched a little while I was in the hospital. I watched a little bit of Seinfeld. Went back to season 1, and have noticed the character change is so major. And then I had Rules of Engagement on.
Oh yeah, we
we
did have
talked
rules of
about
engagement.
Yeah, we talked about this, but I want to mention this is one of the funnier episodes. It's when the couple, the young couple who are getting married.
Adam and Jen.
I was going to say Bianca.
You
and
know the names of them. I
Adam
don't
and
remember.
Jen's trying to lose weight because she says that she has back fat that she wants to get rid of with her bride's with her dress, her gown, and he locks up the cabinet and she breaks in like a bear, and so that was a pretty funny side story. But the main story is Jeff and Audrey are going out to dinner with Audrey's ex-boss, and she is just the grossest female ever.
she is.
She's weird, and the way she talks about her breasts, what she says, like sock in a sand or stand in a sock. Whoa, stand in a sock is kind of stretched.
Something gross.
Yeah, and so Jeff has to endure this during this episode. He has to endure her because
they're
Audrey
waiting for Audrey to
yeah, and
show up.
Audrey's at work. So Audrey calls and she's just like, I'm not gonna make it. It's like, what? She's like, I'm stuck here. I gotta do this. We have to do this whole thing. He's like, quit your job.
I love his character. It's hilarious.
And he's allergic to strawberries. So towards the end of the night, she's like, Audrey's boss, what's her name?
Liz.
Liz. She has a strawberry daiquiri, and Jeff is allergic to strawberries. And
Did he
she's like,
purposely drink it to
he
get out of
purposely
it?
ate a strawberry.
He took the strawberry off the top.
like, oh,
and he
hell.
ate the strawberry.
Yeah.
That's hilarious. We need to watch it again. I love that
Yeah,
show.
we've been watching a lot of YouTube stuff. Nothing too crazy. No other shows.
there is some crazy.
Oh yeah, we watched some game or film theories. While I was in the hospital, I watched a film theory on "Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared." Which, if you ever watch this show on YouTube, don't let your kids watch.
No,
honestly,
no,
do not watch your
It
kids.
looks like a cartoon, or not cartoon.
It's about a kid's show at the very least.
Yes, it's a show about a kid's show.
If you like some real like art noir kind of shit, like this
Student film
is where
kind
to
of
go.
thing. Yeah. It's very grotesque at some points to where you might want to look away. But if you can handle 2 girls, 1 cup, you can handle this.
Oh God!
Who the hell can
that's a
handle
pretty high
that?
bar.
Yeah,
I didn't vomit. Did you vomit? I didn't vomit.
I did not watch
I
it.
avoided it. Yeah.
Did you watch it?
God no.
Okay. Jared, I don't think you did.
I've seen it.
I don't think
More
you
than
vomited,
once.
though.
No, it was
No.
because it was like all of us were in a room and someone had put it on. One of our friends vomited.
Jared was the one that put it on, and Trent vomited.
That's right. One of our friends ran out of the room and threw up.
He had just eaten beef stew.
Oh God! All right, let's get off the subject, please.
So don't hug me, I'm scared. So we watched some film theory on that. Matt Pat is a genius. He's great.
Yes.
He caught this theory by just the horns.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, this is it. This is the theory. This works. So Jared watched it, and we watched the entire series that is on there. It's 6 episodes, about 5 minutes long each. Some a little bit longer. But it's like after you see the theory, it's not that bad.
I would suggest watching it before watching the theory. I think it kind of ruined it for us, and
You're right.
I didn't quite get the opportunity to put all that together.
Get your own opinion about
Exactly.
it first.
But yeah,
Yeah.
it's about
so.
30 minutes. So
Right. And then after E3, we've just been waiting for more Destiny announcements. And there was a trailer, or not really a trailer, just a clip that IGN released of the social space of Destiny 2 called
Which is
The
not going to be the
Farm.
tower because obviously the tower is
Kaboom.
gone.
It's Splitsville.
It went boom boom.
It's like, I'll see you later.
The
I'm
Cabal
out.
took it over.
Cabal took it over, and now they're doing the social space on the Cosmodrome, which is the
Earth, pretty much.
well, yeah, which is called the farm, and it's a farm. It's
It's
literally a farm. It has
It's
farm
pretty much
fences and
everybody's
chickens.
picking
It has
up and getting back.
chickens.
It
Yeah.
does. It has chickens. I'm super excited. Jared wants to. You want to kick it?
Yeah, immediately. What is with you?
I know.
or dance on it, or do the chicken. with
Okay,
it.
Brett. You see animals in games. Do you immediately want to kick them with your character?
No.
Do you want to interact with them at all?
I know that like in some of the Assassin's Creed, you can pet the animal.
Oh, really?
Did
I
you-
didn't know that.
But
do you
can you
remember
assassinate them too?
Do you remember in Tomb
No.
Raider?
Damn, PETA
What
would
you
get
had to
on
do
that.
with the chickens in Tomb Raider?
No.
There's a challenge or
Oh,
something.
yeah.
There's some kind of really bad challenge where you have to. It's to get not to 100% the game, but it's like one of
Go
those
on.
side things that you can get points
Like
for.
a challenge.
Yeah, challenge.
Yeah, like a challenge, Brett.
She couldn't think of challenge.
I was saying challenge.
Alex is
you have to
challenging.
you have to grab the chicken, and you have to throw it up in the air and get your.
Oh yeah, you have to shoot it with an arrow.
You have to get your flaming arrow out and shoot it, and you have to do that so many
Kentucky
times.
Fried Chicken.
Which Tomb Raider?
The first one.
Second one.
No, it's the first one.
No, it's the second
Can
one.
we
I
just
think it's
talk
the
about the
second one.
abuse
It's
of
the second
chickens
one.
in video games?
Yeah,
It's the second one.
I think Zelda may have started that trend.
But you pretty
Oh,
much
yeah.
have to chuck it up, kind of like the bottle challenge, where you have to throw up a glass bottle and shoot it.
Alex,
That one's difficult.
I think we understand this.
But it's freaking hilarious. You have to pick it up.
Alex, being the animal lover, thinks
I know.
this is hilarious.
It's a video game. It's
It's a
different.
video game.
You tell yourself that, but every single time you see like South Park, you feel very sad for Butters.
I know. You have to. Butters is cute.
Yeah. So let's just say that chickens in video games. I mean, look at Skyrim. I've heard if you stab a chicken in the city, they go after you.
What?
Yeah, like
you
you are
serious?
considered like a thief or an asshole, and they don't like you. Like you're a menace to society because you
Yeah.
attacked a chicken.
You're considered a thief
think
or an
that's right.
asshole.
Yeah, thief or asshole. But you know what I'm talking about, right? Like you attack the chicken and people in
that
town
sounds
hate
right.
you.
I think
Yeah.
so. But
I mean,
I know, like in obviously anybody that's played Ocarina of Time, if you attack a chicken like I think 3 times,
Don't they kill after you or
just
something?
bring a fleet of chickens, just like just a strike of. What would you say? A plague of chickens.
Plague
arrives
of chickens, right? Just
and
just a
wreaks
herd.
havoc on you.
So yeah, Destiny 2. Can't wait for that to come out. Beta is this. It's in 2 weeks.
Yeah, I believe it's this month.
And
It's like the
Jared
20
was telling
something.
me there's a strike.
What do you mean?
There's a strike in the beta. So we might have to pre-order this.
No shit.
Well, we haven't pre-ordered it because I was like, oh, it's a public beta. No. It is a private and a public. First it's private, then it's public.
All right. Well, it's time to do that.
I think if we want a couple extra days, we should do that. So, Jared, we have to put that on our calendar because I know you'll forget more than us.
Is
You know me.
is that it for playing and watching?
That seems like it's it.
I'd like to hear about this drone story from Brett.
Please, Brett. I
Let's
want to
skip
hear
that one for now. We got to talk about the SNES Classic. Since
Oh.
we're kind of
Oh.
All right.
Do you-
Well, I
do you
guess
have
we're gonna do that.
Yeah, I'm actually because I mean that makes sense. Playing and watching
Okay.
SNES Classic. Do you have the list of the games?
I am just.
No.
I'll do it.
So stoked for this.
Okay, so of course this was announced. It's no surprise to anybody. The only thing they've said is that there will be more than the NES.
Oh, I fucking
Classic.
hope so. Let's just wait.
Which means
first.
they're going to make about 12 of them.
That's what I'm thinking. So this you won't be able to get it. It's $80, and
You won't be able to
say
get it.
I'm
That's
going
exactly
to
what
make
I'm saying.
Pretty much like the Switch, you're not going to be able to get it.
We will not be able to buy it for $80.
Okay. I just want to.
I may try a scripting effort because I do some online stuff. I may do a little bit of bot programming and have it buy one for me.
Yeah, that's not a bad
Anybody
idea.
wants
I
to
don't know anything you just
talk to
said.
me?
Oh shit! Is
Anyway.
that
But
really on
Brett's
there?
like, but can you do that for me?
Is this really the
I'll
list?
be able
'Cause-
to hook you up with a good price.
There's about 21 games, I think. One never released game, never before released. which
Oh,
is
Alex, we're getting
Star
this.
Fox 2.
We are.
No,
We're-
you won't.
Don't tell me what to do.
No, I'm
I will
saying
get
you
this.
won't be able to get it, is what I'm saying.
No, Alex will be like, we're in line.
What? Why?
I'm gonna give you a list.
Okay.
of what I'm seeing here.
All right.
This doesn't look like 21 games, but starting off, Contra 3 is on this. Which Contra, pretty big side-scrolling shooter. I've played the first one on the original. You like Contra?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Jared,
Is
don't
that
be just.
that's the ship one, right? Contra 3?
No, that is
Side-scrolling ship?
that was Gradius.
Oh, yeah, I'm thinking Gradius. Damn it. If that was
Same
Gradius,
kind of
I'd be more
concept,
stoked.
except you move on your own. I think Donkey Kong Country, the first one. If they had the sequel, that might be a one I would be like, all right, let's go there because the first.
Okay, why
one,
am I getting
does it
in
not
line?
have
I'm
the
kind of
sequel?
interested.
I'm not done. I'm not done. What?
Does it not? Do they not have the sequel on there?
This is the list I'm reading here. It is from Forbes, so I mean this is pretty official. The next one, I mean they have the first Donkey Kong Country. Great game. Sequels were better. I'm going to state that right off the list there. Being a Donkey Kong connoisseur myself, Brett, have you played any of them?
Yeah.
I think we already talked about that. Did you like the sequels?
They're fun.
They're fine.
I really can't remember. I can't distinguish them.
Why don't I just lend you my Wii? I mean, you can play some classic games on there. Earthbound. I mean, of course, that's a big one. That one was
Probably my favorite on the list.
yeah. Earthbound is pretty big, and I've played a little bit of it as a kid. And you guys are fuck you guys have been shrugging your shoulders.
What?
I'm just glad Jared's on here because you're like, you guys are both like, yeah, hell yeah, Brett and I can keep doing this. Like we have no idea what
Well, I mean,
games
I
these
know.
are.
I know it.
Let's just say this game was so intense.
It was
that
very big.
They sold it with a game guide
Yes.
in the
Oh,
box.
okay.
The box was like looked like a pizza box,
Right.
Because it had a fucking.
It
game
was like a
guide in it.
$90 game for the Super Nintendo. It was
And it's-
expensive.
And if you
Apparently
have
it's
a
a big
pristine
game.
copy of it, it still sells for like $300.
I was
Wow.
expecting like 1,800. I mean, I was
Jeez.
expecting a higher
Well, it
number.
might-
All right,
might
do you
be
have
more.
do you have like a picture? I'll look up a picture of Earthbound. Let me see if I've seen it.
Ness is Earthbound.
where
Ness and Lucas.
Ness comes from.
Yeah, they're from Earthbound.
Oh, okay.
What else? What else?
Final Fantasy 3, which would be Alex.
Yep.
She's played that
I
one.
played that one.
She played that one on the Game Boy, though, right?
Yes.
Okay.
It was either 2 or 3.
F-Zero.
I remember that.
That's a big one. That's a pretty big. These franchises were starting here.
I don't think that one probably holds up.
It won't.
But-
It'll probably be pretty hard to go with.
I
Next
think
one.
it's just pretty kind of boring.
Yeah. Kirby Superstar. What? You looking at the kettle chips?
Checking it out.
The list is literally a list. I'm getting
Okay.
I'm getting
And they have a
words here.
description for every one of them.
Yeah, they do. Kirby Superstar. So
Personal favorite also.
I've never played Kirby.
I played Kirby on the Game Boy, and I played it a lot, but I never played it on a console.
Never played Kirby.
All-Star was the best
The next
iteration
one-
of Kirby.
Next one is Dream Course. Kirby's Dream Course, which is mini golf. Woo! Mini golf.
Woo!
This
Or
next
golf games.
This is basically all the origin games for Smash Brothers.
Right,
Yeah.
right. Next one is Legend of Zelda: A Link to the Past. Now, this one was good.
Mm-hmm.
I never played it, but I know it was good. I've played the first one and the second one.
So
And
nice, I played it twice.
This one was a jump to 16-bit, and it was a classic kind of Zelda feel. So a lot of people love this one. Jerry, you're going to get a lot of noise. It's okay. It's just our neighbors. Next one is Mega Man X. Skip. I mean, everybody
Cool.
loves Mega Man. I've never played it. Have you played it?
Nope.
I mean,
Nope.
it's not really been ever my thing. Next one is Secret of Mana, which I think
I've
that's
heard of that
JRPG. It's an RPG style. Star Fox and Star Fox 2. Now, Star Fox 1 was pretty big on the Super Nintendo, but bigger on the 64. Star Fox 2 never been released.
Yep.
And they're doing this.
Oh, so that's pretty big.
Yeah, that's a big deal.
Oh.
And I've never really been a Star Fox fan because of Do a Barrel Roll. You know, got sick of that. Slippy the Toad and the barrel roll was the bunny. Jerry, do you remember the name?
Ripsaw Rabbit. I don't know. Just going for alliteration.
All right, I don't remember. I don't
Any other
recall.
big ones on there?
Oh,
Are we
it's
going to go
getting-
through this whole entire list?
Yes. Street Fighter 2.
Okay.
Side-scrolling fighting. Super Castlevania 4. I like Castlevania.
Castlevania.
I played the first one.
Classic.
I'm almost done here. Super Ghouls and Ghosts. Never really
Nah.
played it. Super Mario Kart. That's
Okay.
that was a franchise starter, but
I
not a good Super Mario Kart.
No,
Not good.
No,
Not good,
you
but
know,
it's
64
more of
took
the
it-
nostalgia for
64 took it so much farther.
Yeah.
Right,
Yes.
exactly,
Yeah.
exactly. 64 was like the turning point. That's what Mario Kart needed.
Mm-hmm.
Next one is Super Mario RPG. That's a big one. That's a really big
Don't
one.
you like that one?
I never played the Super Mario RPG. That one was one that people were like, "Oh my god!"
Surprising.
I played it, and for those who don't know, it was made, I think, by Square Enix.
It was.
Which,
Really?
being the
Yep.
kings of RPGs
RPG styles. Yep.
at the time,
Huh.
and possibly even still, I don't know.
Well, that was
But,
before they were merged. It was
great.
Square, and then Enix was on their own. Which it just feels it just feels right
one or
with
the
them
other.
together.
It wasn't Square Enix. I think it was Enix or Square.
It was Square. Yep. And then next one, Super Mario World. Yes.
Of course.
Yes.
Need to have it.
Super Metroid. Of course, you're gonna have a Metroid game, and it's gonna be that one. Yeah. Super Punch Out,
Okay.
and this one, Yoshi's Island. They're doing it. So that's what I see on there. That's from Forbes. If they're wrong, I'm wrong. Just saying that.
No, I think you're
I think
right.
you probably-
And
I don't
Right.
think that was all 21 games. That didn't feel like 21.
I don't know.
That felt like maybe 10, 15
Whatever.
games. But I might be wrong.
So my initial impression is, I mean, it's a fine list of games. The only ones I really care about on there are Mario World and Yoshi's Island.
Mm-hmm.
I would consider getting it just to have that with save states and that shit. However, if they pull the shit they did with the NES Classic, I will, and I'm stating this now, I will never buy a Nintendo product again.
I think that's false.
I think he's pretty true about it.
A lot of people
How many
said the same
Nintendo
thing
products
about-
have I bought in the last
I'm talking
10
about the
years?
64. You're going to rebuy those. You're going to buy those. I know you are. When you see a 64 game that you want at Mega Replay, you're going to go for it.
Well, I will never buy a new one.
Okay.
Those are already produced.
All right.
Oh, okay.
That's what I was
All right.
getting at here. But
right.
hold on. Wait a minute. You know they're going to do a 64 classic.
Well,
It's going to happen. And
you're
you're
right.
Oh
gonna
my
be in-
God.
But if I can't get
It's like blew my mind.
if I can't get a hold of it, what's the difference?
That's true.
I know.
true.
But calm your tits, all right? It's not out yet. Nintendo is promising big
Nintendo
here.
64 Classic.
Stop hitting me.
I
I'm
really
sore.
want them to do that, but I want them to make enough products for
Yes.
demand, and they don't do that shit.
I know. I totally agree.
I agree.
Jared, this is
Yeah,
where Brett gets angry.
No.
It's okay.
I think it's justified though. Like Nintendo tries to play like the supply and demand kind of marketing tactic, and
They do it a little
because
too-
they don't match. Like they match like half the demand at best.
Yes.
Yeah.
and
Yes.
it just ends up pissing people
I
off.
could go into a store, buy an Xbox One, buy a PS4. Can I buy a Switch? There's a 50% chance that it'll be in there. In the
Yes
store.
or no?
I used to sell consoles a long time.
Yes, Brett. We
And-
know this. We know the story. We've done the Wii stories.
Well, no, that's not what I was going for.
Okay.
I'm just saying there was a since this console generation launched, I don't know if we were ever sold out of them. We might have sold out of the PS4s in the early.
PS4s were.
Yeah, I was
I
gonna
do
say,
remember the PS4 being
PS4.
low, and the Xbox One was always there because it was too
But
fucking
I
expensive
don't
to
think
buy.
it may have been for that holiday season, and after that they were never
Right.
out of stock.
Right.
So they just, they meet demand.
Do you
But
remember-
that's the thing. Like people have said, is Nintendo doesn't care about making a profit on these systems. They just care about hyping it up and getting people like invested in the Nintendo brand again, because they kind of like fell out of relevance with the
Well,
Wii U.
Let me give you an example there. If no one buys a Nintendo console for the next 40 years, they're fine.
They're fine.
They are fine.
Like monetarily or from an IP standpoint.
entirely. They are great. Like no, I mean, as in the company will still stand.
Oh sure.
Like if no one bought a console, if no one, that's why they don't care if they have the stock. I wanted to get into this too with the Switch. They apologized for not having the parts. They said that they will have more Switches in, not at the end of the year though.
That's exactly
Which
how the
is
Wii was.
going to hurt them bad.
That is-
Christmas, the Switch.
Ooh, yes.
Big deal.
That's a big deal.
That's
Yeah.
why I wonder if they're doing the SNES Classic to kind of settle some people down.
Okay, a small amount of people until those people get pissed off.
Right, exactly. If they don't get this straight,
I'm totally on
Nintendo's-
Brett's side here.
They,
like,
Well, I
they
think-
launched
There's no
the
reason to get
console
excited.
in March.
Yeah.
And if they can't meet the demand for holiday,
They're going to turn into
that's
Sega.
bad.
They are going to turn into Sega.
I
Uh-oh.
thought that was going to happen after the Wii U.
Me
I
too.
was like, there's nothing. I mean, they should just start making third-party games.
I'd be okay with
But
that.
I think
Yeah.
they killed it with the Switch. Like after
No,
looking at the
it's-
system, I like it.
It's a very good console. But
and you actually played it.
I
That was
did.
under your playing. You
I did.
actually played some Mario
and
Kart.
I like the potential for it to be a mobile console.
Right.
But I'm not going to hunt for the fucker. You know?
I'm totally on
agree.
your side.
I'm not-
we are
yeah.
we are all on the same
and
side here.
it really
until it's in my
irritated
hand,
me.
that's
It
it.
really irritated me that depending on where you find it, it has to be a bundle, a $400 bundle.
Exactly. That's
Yeah.
what
You know,
GameStop's doing.
That's bullshit.
I totally agree. I'm on your side on that. But we did the same thing
How
at
is-
Walmart with
how
the
much
Wii.
is the Switch going
Yeah.
just on its own right now? If you could find it.
if you find it
I
on
think
its
it's
own,
$299,
it's
isn't it?
300.
Yeah.
300, and
Yes.
then right now you can, if you find it, it's usually in a bundle, like you said,
It's
for
at
like
least
400.
$400.
$400 to
Yeah.
$500.
Jeez.
Yes, because they add in games and accessories
Yeah,
just
yeah.
to get that upsell.
Yeah.
And people do it, and people will do it for Christmas. It will happen.
Yep.
People are going to get cars for their fucking Switch, and they're not going to want that.
Aren't
That's
you happy
shovelware.
that you're not selling consoles
Did
anymore?
you
Oh, yeah.
have you seen the graphics of this Cars game that came out for the Cars 3? Just kind of a promo to get people interested in cars again. It's like they're playing it on last gen. It's terrible.
Yeah, I did
it's
see that.
terrible.
On what
Well,
system?
it's just a
It's on next gen, but it looks like it's made for last gen. Maybe
It's
even
just,
gen before that.
It's just a cash in for the movie. You
It's
know?
bad.
Probably,
It's
yeah.
bad. It's really bad, and I
Most
hate people
movie
that do that.
games now are bad.
That's why with the Switch, I didn't go for any crazy launch titles. Like I passed on ARMS, I passed on 1-2 Switch because those are going to be dated and those will go down in price.
Exactly.
Whereas
I want to play ARMS. though.
Yeah, and it's not like you think, Alex. I mean, you can probably have motion control, but the way I was playing it was not. I mean, I don't know. But let's move on from
Let's
that.
do the
from
soda
that point.
thing.
You
By
want
the
to?
way-
Yeah.
You want to go into soda? All
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
I'm
What were you saying,
so.
Jer?
Oh, did you have something?
I was just going to
Oh,
point out
go
how
ahead.
Nintendo is now like the Apple of video game systems,
Yeah.
or of video game companies, because they
Is it
create
hard
a
to get-
walled garden.
Is it hard to
And-
get an Apple product?
Wait. I want
Uh,
to hear it. What do you mean by this?
Yeah.
No, I'd say they're very good at creating just an isolated sort of brand for themselves, and with the kind of systems they create,
I'll get it.
like the Wii U and the Switch, it's like you have to buy these very specialized accessories.
Yeah.
Like
Mhm.
Apple
I can
products,
see
for
that.
example, like they remove the. I don't want to get into that whole thing.
I know what
but,
you
Oh
mean.
no,
they
no,
remove
we're
the-
here. Let's hear it.
The audio port.
Please be on my side on this.
Well, no, it's. I mean, I'm no Apple fanboy. I own a Mac for my computer, just because it's easier for programming, in my case. But I'd say that they sort of create this very isolated economy for themselves. And
They
it's
do
like,
what they want to do with their product. It doesn't care what the competition
yeah.
is doing.
So then you have to buy these. Initially, at least, you have to buy these $70 controllers.
I
just
understand
to
that.
the Pro
too.
controller.
Yeah,
that's 70, right?
Not the 70 and the Joy-Cons. They are
Yeah.
both running for the same price, but I would rather get the Joy-Cons over the Pro, because if you get the Joy-Cons, you're adding 2 more players to your game.
Yeah.
Yep.
Because then you can have 4-player.
Well, it depends on how you're going to be using your Switch.
And that depends on the game too.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, like, that's what I would go for first, is another Joy-Con, and then to the Pro controllers. I'm totally with you guys on this, because there is probably never going to be a third party for the Switch for these controllers, unless Nyko can like hack into their like R&D base.
Yeah, and
because
I don't
there's
think,
no way.
I don't think Mad Catz makes controllers anymore.
I think it's
if
just
remember
Nyko.
right.
I think it's Nyko. Nyko and Mad Catz were the ones.
I saw some other off-brand Xbox controllers, and I did not look at the
Afterglow.
manufacturer.
Afterglow.
Afterglow did it for a while, and
I
I
owned
thought
one
there
of
was one
those
other
for-
one.
Really?
For about a week, I was renting it, you might say.
Oh yeah.
Did you see the video about the guys who are playing and someone has to use the third-party
Yes,
controller?
and it's all like gross and
So
sweaty and nasty,
And
and
it's
It's got like the turbo button.
It's really
It's just
funny.
like punching
It's
nonstop.
really funny.
But Jared, thanks for chiming in on that, because I would have not thought of that personally, that Nintendo is categorizing themselves and segregating themselves as a corporation like Apple does, where they have to, you don't necessarily have to use that product though for Apple. You can use third party, but who's to say whether or not an update's going to shut that down?
Yeah, well, I mean, in a way, they're very good at isolating their brand. I think is part of it, and sort of creating this sort of, I think Xbox and PS4 have been this sort of cool, like hardcore gamer brands for a little while, but Nintendo has been this sort of, I think until recently, until they started building up their Twitter presence. They've been sort of off on their own, trying to get some relevance in the millennial crowd, and just build up some relevance for us, which is, like we said, which is what the Nintendo system and the SNES are doing.
So now we're going to move on to soda testing, and this is the big one. This is big. We are doing 5 flavors. We've done 3. We've done 2. This is going to be bad.
We should make a quick announcement here.
Brett's getting his water ready.
We should make a quick announcement here. So, for those of you who have not visited our YouTube channel, which, Josh, I don't know if you want to plug that, if it's just...
You just search PTOUnlimited under YouTube, because YouTube, you can't really go like user or anything. It's
Okay.
That's what
so
you
anyways,
search for.
check us out on our YouTube channel. If you haven't subscribed to us, do so.
Yes, please do. We would highly enjoy that.
The other thing is, we are recording this right now. And
This is our first time doing video
this is
with our soda tasting
yes.
test.
So, and if you're a fan from the beginning, or if you've just gone back and you've downloaded and listened to
this was our first segment.
I believe so. This was our first original segment.
I think this is before playing and watching.
I believe it was. And pretty much, I mean, Josh, where do you go? I mean, you can plug where we go.
We go to
get these sodas.
we go to Rocket Fizz. It's in Indianapolis, Indiana. They also have it in. They have it actually. Jerry has it down the street from where he works in Colorado.
Oh, are you serious?
I had no idea.
Right in Denver, Colorado.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
So you can get it there. You can get it on Amazon. You can get these flavors online. I'm just making sure this isn't going to leak any soda when I pick this up,
That's a
because
good idea.
these were getting real fizzy when I poured them. We're doing this a little bit more prepped. I'm not bringing the bottles out. I have photos of them, so I will show them. And YouTube, you will see this as well on the what we're talking about.
Yeah,
when
so
it
if you want to
slides
see
out.
our reaction, go
Oh,
to the
yes.
YouTube channel.
If
You'll
you-
definitely hear it. But
I think this first one.
So, what are the rules here? Do we shoot them?
Yes, you should.
Well-
Well, this is the first time we're doing them in these small things.
So-
There's no competition here as far as finishing them first, but there is competition as far as who gets it right.
I may not drink the whole thing.
Yeah.
You might
yeah,
not. That's why I'm letting you have these caps.
Okay,
Make sure you
so-
cap your shit.
usually,
I'm gonna down it. I'm just gonna down it.
Usually, what we do is we smell it.
Same.
Smell it.
I
Sample.
can already
taste.
smell it.
I'm gonna down it and then taste it.
Okay, we smell it, we taste it, and then we take a guess. Josh is the only one, I think, the only one that really knows.
Oh, Jared bought some, and I stole some of his.
Okay.
So some
Either
of these
way.
are from you as
Brett
well.
and I have absolutely no idea what these sodas are.
But Jared doesn't know what they are. He doesn't know what I picked.
Okay.
Because unless he knew the color, I mean, you might know one
I
of
think. Yeah. Okay.
them. You might know
So-
one of them.
There's some crazy flavors, so we're going to try to guess what they are.
So the
I
first,
remember the flavors you got. But
you don't remember what I
the
got.
colors.
Oh, you remember what I bought?
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh,
This
shit.
smells like Windex.
All right, so we
So
smell
we're
it.
going with the first one. This one is greenish in color. It looks kind of like Baja Blast.
Oh, yeah, I
Yeah,
can
I
see
agree.
that.
I'm gonna say that.
It smells
Windex.
bad.
Down the hatch.
All right. So as they're doing it, I will be talking because this is very interesting.
Fuck is this?
It's actually good.
Oh,
I don't know what the hell
I
you're talking
I expected Jared to like this one.
I'm the weird hippie here.
I can't place it.
All right,
I
so
can't
I'm
either.
going to try
It's
it.
familiar, but I can't place
I've
it.
sampled all these, but I haven't tried it on film.
It's
so.
not bad. I think it tastes better than it smells for sure.
Ugh. Wow. You probably know what this is, don't you, Jared? Let's make
Feel like
that smacking
we're
noise.
doing a little bit of ASMR here.
I feel like I've tasted this before.
Please do that away from the mic. Let's not do that. Let's not annoy our fans. I don't want to have to edit this
I'm
Unless they
serious.
like ASMR.
out.
Are you having the
It's
same?
very familiar,
Yeah.
but I can't place it.
So-
I know what it is.
So we're going to go down the line if you guys are ready.
Wait, are we doing them all and then guessing? Or-
No,
we're guessing.
we
We're
guess
guessing. We
each
guess as
one.
we go.
Okay.
So
I'll
I'm
let-
going to
let-
go down the line. So I start if Alex doesn't know, I'm going to start with Brett.
Yeah.
Windex.
You're going to go with Windex. You're going to
Yep.
stick with that. Let's see since Jared, I'm pretty sure is pretty confident, this is one he might have purchased. Alex, what do you
I'm
think?
going to agree with Brett.
You think it's Windex?
I'm
You really
serious.
think
Like,
they'd make a
it
Windex
tastes-
flavor?
It tastes like a flavored Windex is what it tastes like.
Once you, I'm going to be the
It's-
guy that says once you know what it is.
Like it's there.
You'll taste it.
It's
You'll
there.
taste
You
it.
know,
Okay.
So Jared, what do you think it is?
it is the cucumber flavor.
It is cucumber.
It's fucking cucumbers.
Well, that's why I didn't know it.
There it is.
It's cucumber water.
Cucumber.
I don't
Yeah.
eat cucumbers, so
Okay, well I got it. I can taste that now. But yeah, okay, I get it.
I didn't mean to do this, but no, never mind. Okay, so where do you want to? You just want to set your cups where they.
stack those over there.
So I'm gonna go with the next one here. This one.
oh, this is a lovely color of urine.
This is carbonated piss.
If you guys want to see the colors, head on over to our YouTube. We're not going to stress that enough
This
because
is like post-vitamin piss, though.
This is like I've been drinking Mountain Dew all
Yes, I was
day.
gonna
Piss.
say milk Mountain Dew all day.
this is probably Alex. No, keep your guys' stuff there. That way we kind of can just. I don't have a trash bag in here. We're just gonna have to wing it. So
I
this
thought-
one,
Okay.
I know, two of you are gonna hate.
Oh no.
Oh, crap. It's probably me.
Cleanse your palate.
This one's gonna be interesting. Let me smell this. I didn't smell this one before.
Oh, and I don't know if
Oh,
Josh
okay.
has
Oh my
mentioned.
God. I know what this is already.
What?
I don't know if Josh has mentioned already, but for the listeners, we don't know what these are. We're not drinking it out of the bottle.
yeah.
No, we're not.
We have them in small little plastic shooters, pretty much.
I don't
like
even
little,
need to drink this.
So we
But
have no
at
idea
least
what
try
they
it.
I'll try it,
Yeah.
but
Okay, so smell. right?
Smell and taste.
Oh my god, I know what this is.
You got to take it. You got to at least take a sip.
I don't know if I want to do it. The smell is like you know it as soon as.
Yeah,
This is
this is something
nasty.
interesting. Brett is.
Oh, it's terrible.
Just make sure you don't block your face.
Oh my god, I'm scared.
Alex is really scared.
I know what this is by
Jared's not
smelling
even.
it.
He's not afraid. He's just going with it.
Alright.
It's. I mean, I know what it is, but it's
terrible.
I'm gonna
not-
try it.
It's not terrible.
Alex might vomit. This might be Alex's time. This might be it.
It's only going
Oh, she
downhill.
is
from here.
gagging.
vomit in the bottle.
I'm gonna
If you're gonna spew,
Don't do
spew
that.
into this.
I was just thinking that same thing.
I'm
Oh,
not drinking
goodness.
that.
It was a
I
Dixie
know
cup.
exactly
Please
what
cap
that
it.
is.
Please cap it. Please cap
Ugh.
it. Cap it. Cap
Give me
it.
a second. I just wiped my lipstick
Alex, you
off.
cap it now. I'm gonna try it.
Cap it, tap it, tag.
Oh boy, that is sweeter than I thought it was gonna be. Oh man.
How could you do that to me?
I didn't mean to.
You know I don't like that.
So,
Ugh, my stomach's
you
bubbling.
guys just want to do an all around? You probably know what this is.
Well, I'm pretty sure it's pickles.
It's a unanimous
pickles.
decision.
Alex, you got to get on the mic. When
It's
you,
pickles.
So yes,
dill pickles?
it is pickle flavored
Oh, just
soda.
Oh my god!
Gross.
It tasted like you just took the pickles out of it and you poured the pickle juice in. Ugh,
I mean,
I
there's
hate
sugar.
pickles.
There's sugary flavor.
It is.
Sugar,
It's like a
water,
sweet pickle
and
almost.
pickle.
Why would you get? You know I hate pickles.
I walked in. I said to the lady, "I want your worst."
Oh,
That's
great.
not. Yeah.
I need a burp really bad.
I'm afraid of what's.
Oh my god.
I told you I was like my belly doesn't like that.
So this one you might actually.
Don't put
I
it on
sampled
my
this.
phone.
Well, don't put your phone there. I sampled this. This one's pretty good. This one's not bad. This
Okay,
is a
so
good.
it's a good one.
This is a good cleanser.
Oh,
It's
man.
not terrible. Alex is not feeling too good. This is great to do
No,
in
I'm
the
not
middle.
gonna throw up. It's just okay. That tray's been sitting over there since before we started, and I could hear
carbonated.
it. I could hear it bubbling, and it's now bubbling in my belly, and my belly doesn't like it.
Yeah, right. So
It smells familiar too.
So if you guys lost count, we are on soda number 3. We are
Out of
halfway.
5. Okay.
This is halfway.
Alright,
Halfway through this journey
Oh!
of soda.
This smells yummy.
I told you this one you guys might actually
I
enjoy.
think I know it.
I think I know it already too.
Yeah, I mean it's good. This one's a little calm.
Oh yeah, that's easy.
Brett, you are not going for these at all.
No, I don't need a whole lot.
If you guys
Oh,
want,
I think that's easy.
if you guys want any of these, they're in the bathroom.
God, no.
I might drink this one actually.
Yeah, this one's not
This
bad.
one's super easy too.
So I'm gonna try this one. I've sampled them all, but I'm gonna down this one.
I'm pretty darn sure. I'm leaning between two different things because I can't remember exactly the flavor. Hold on.
That is not bad for what it is. I mean, it's not strong for what it needs to be, but it's not bad.
Yeah,
I'll just say that.
Remember.
You don't know?
He's trying to remember what I bought.
Okay.
Trying to
all right,
place the
I got
flavor.
it. I got it. Can I say
So,
it?
what's that?
Can I say it?
No. You guys go down the line.
Okay, Brett, what do you got?
It's syrup. Maple syrup.
Yeah, now that you say that, I agree.
Damn. What were you gonna say?
I was thinking butterscotch.
See, that's what I was leaning towards. I was like, it's either
Maybe
one of
you
two
were
things.
thinking Mrs. Butterworth.
Guys, it is maple syrup
So
soda.
I had three things in my head. I had syrup for number one. Then number two, I went back and I'm like, maybe it's butterscotch. And then after that, I was like, it's French toast.
French toast came to my mind.
And then I was
too.
like, what's on French toast?
my
syrup,
initial
butter.
thought was
Okay, Alex.
pancakes.
Keep that. Keep that. Don't finish it.
Keep it.
Just keep it because this next one you might want an aftertaste.
Aww.
I looked at it and I'm just like, why did I do this one?
Oh look, more urine.
More
More
yellow.
urine.
I hope this isn't.
Oh, I see. I wish I didn't tell Jer what I got because Jer was just like, it's not. This isn't like booger snot or something. This is something you consume. This isn't something that you
Is
cannot.
it mayonnaise?
This is not mayonnaise.
Is it tuna?
This is not tuna.
All right, then I think
would
it'll be
throw up
fine.
if it was tuna.
Oh God, if there's tuna.
No, if it was tuna, I'd be all about that. See, Jer and I, we go for the seafood.
Yeah.
Yeah. See,
Oh no, Cheers face.
I've been
God.
violated in my olfactory area.
I'm very happy that we did this.
It smells like sulfur.
It's really bad. This is bad.
Oh no.
This is bad.
Oh, I don't know.
Brett, you gonna yell? You gonna? That's all we get. I was expecting.
That's awful.
So
My mouth is watering looking at you guys.
have you tried it?
Not yet.
I got a idea.
This is not cool.
This one made my spine tingle when I drank some of it.
You did some of it? Oh my god! Now look at Alex's face.
You can
Oh boy!
you consume this?
You consume this.
Not this, but this is
This flavor is a consumable. This is something that you go to the store for. This is on
I have
the
a
grocery
quick
side.
question. Did
I'm
you
done, I'm
save
gonna
the
throw up if I
worst
drink
for
anymore.
last?
No, I saved the best for last.
Okay, good.
This
thank
is
God.
the worst.
I think
This is awful.
Is deviled eggs.
Jer.
Wait a second.
Wait a second.
I won't tell you whether you're right or wrong until all three of you have guessed. Oh man.
Okay.
This is-
You know what? Because I need to make a guess. I need to do one more.
Man, you guys are really pondering. This one's a little difficult,
It is.
and I'm just gonna say, what the hell was that?
Doing like an alligator.
Hey, Jer, you should blow on it.
Cool it down a little bit.
Yeah, I'm gonna try this again.
No.
Oh, it makes you want to gag, but then it goes away.
Nope. Mm-mm.
Guesses.
Guesses. We're
It's shit water is what it is.
Alex. Seriously, this is something you go to the store for.
Yeah, nothing I'm gonna ever buy.
No, it's something
bet
you
you
buy.
have.
You purchase this.
It's rotten eggs is what it is.
Vinegar. Oh wait, I'm gonna.
Vinegar.
I don't know.
No, I'm sticking with my deviled eggs.
It's rotten egg. I agree, Brett. It's like some kind of rotten egg or something.
You think so?
Yeah. Jared, what do you got?
Butter.
Yes, this is butter soda.
Oh, nice.
Are you serious?
Yes,
I
this is
figured
butter
would not
soda.
taste
but
bad.
Jared gets kind of a pass because he's already
he new?
He knows the titles. He knows the titles.
That's disgusting.
Yeah,
Butter
I
soda.
can see that. I can see that.
Who the fuck would buy this on a regular basis?
Makes me say, is this butt or
Excuse
soda?
Butter soda.
It tastes like some kind of sweat is what it tastes like.
Swamp ass.
This one's gonna travel the farthest because it's
Ugh,
like it's
man, my
lumped
belly
up.
hurts.
So we are on number 5, and this one is going to be the tastiest. This one will be the most enjoyable, I hope, to you guys. Personally, I tasted it and I was just like, Not bad at all. It's interesting. It's interesting.
I think the worst for me so far though was the freaking pickle.
I think
That's
I-
nasty.
Well,
I
it's
think I know
probably
what it is.
because you hate pickles.
I hate pickles.
I think I know.
But you
let's make a soda out of pickles.
Oh yeah.
you guys should definitely enjoy this. And if you are,
Oh, I know what it is. I'm
Yeah,
gonna
that
down
one's
this
easy.
shit.
That's pretty clear. You
pretty
can
easy.
by the smell.
yeah.
Oh gosh, this brings me back. It was an alcohol.
Yeah.
It was an alcohol that we drank when we were 21, 22.
Kahlua.
Nope. Oh man, come on, we drank it in Chicago.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Duck fart or
No,
That's a shot.
No, it wasn't a shot that we made. It
Irish
was
car bomb.
It's not a shot, Brett.
can we say what it is? We all
like
know
the
what it is.
chocolatest-
It's chocolate.
It's chocolate.
it was the chocolate.
What the hell? Are
I
you
don't know what I'm trying to say here.
I think the soda's messed you up a little bit.
Chocolatiest.
Chocolate
Is there alcohol in this?
What the hell is that? It was like chocolate vodka or something.
All right.
like
So
that.
it is fudge brownie cookie dough.
Oh.
Okay, so it's chocolate.
No, actually, there is no chocolate in the name.
Fudge.
Are we consuming this?
Yeah, you can.
You mean?
You can do whatever you want with it.
Drink
you
it.
can, Yeah, you
can
can
have mine.
snort it.
Don't do that. You'll drink it.
What was that?
So very good, guys. What are you talking
It
about?
was
A
it
White
was
Russian?
like chocolate.
A white
no,
Russian?
it was an actual.
Didn't we have
Okay,
we
so
had
there
like
was-
chocolate shot cups?
It was I think it was chocolate. There was birthday cake, and then there was chocolate birthday cake, wasn't there?
Probably.
Like there was a brown
That's a
version of
vodka.
like.
It's a
Yeah,
vodka.
yeah.
Like
it was
th-
that.
Pinnacle.
3 olives.
Yes, this is what it is.
so,
Without the vodka.
It would go pretty well with that, I think.
so I think you guys did pretty well. Brett, do you want any of these left behind to sip on?
I believe it was
Nope.
chocolate cake vodka.
I'm surprised that you won't go for like the chocolate one or. No, that's about it. You don't like cucumbers, so.
We should
Or
mix
butter.
it.
Well, I like butter on
My belly
toast.
just my belly
Man,
just hurts.
on a
from
lot of
drinking the
these,
soda.
I gotta say the aftertaste is like in the nose.
Yes,
Yeah.
Like
I
it's
agree.
this
You don't want any more of the maple.
feel in the nose.
My belly is not
All
right.
right.
I need to
That's
go
where taste
downstairs
comes
and
from.
have that chili verde.
All right, we got a little bit of time left. What do you want to hit?
Oh my, really? We're out?
Can I just? I just the turkey bacon thing is like super quick.
Okay, go ahead.
So I know we've talked about turkey bacon. Actually,
It's
probably
good.
it
That's
is
it.
good.
probably
Josh
more than we
hates it.
should
No,
have.
it's.
It's 3-1.
I gave it a second chance.
Oh,
He did.
Yes, from another
Oh,
company.
my belly.
okay.
Excuse me.
What do
Oh,
you mean another company? Mean another brand?
another brand.
What brand did you have?
The first one was from Oscar Mayer,
This one
Okay.
is Butterball.
Butterball.
Oh, okay.
I actually
Butterball
like-
turkey.
I like this one more. So
Butterball
anyway, so we
turkey.
got,
It makes sense.
We got some. I might burp in the middle of my sentence.
I can
here.
take you guys as napkins here. You guys are done. That was mainly for
Excuse me.
that was mainly for
so we kept
catching.
having a soda tasting just. Anyway, so no, I made
I brought back.
I made some turkey bacon, and I've had regular bacon before, obviously, and I've cooked regular bacon before, but this is my first time making turkey bacon, and I made it this morning.
You make it the same way.
Okay, no. So Josh knows what I'm talking about here.
Yes, I
you
do.
You don't know when turkey bacon is done.
Oh, yeah, you do.
Excuse me.
No, you don't.
You don't because
How
all
are
right,
you doing it?
It
regular
looks
bacon.
cooked already.
Yes, regular bacon.
when
you
it's
lay
on
down.
fire is when
Well-
you know it's done.
Regular bacon also shrinks pretty
It does,
small.
Yes.
The turkey bacon probably shrink like a quarter of the size versus half.
It's the same principle, though. It's
Okay, it is, but
the
I made
same
like
amount of time,
okay,
and it'll
I
be
made
done.
I made like 16 slices of bacon this morning. Okay,
Holy
I just
shit.
finished the thing
I
between
think
the three
the
of us.
thing about it is that it is technically already done because I think it's made with cooked turkey.
Yeah.
Okay, well that's probably it.
So you don't actually have
But
to
I would
cook
pick
it
it
if you
up
don't
and it's
want
already
to.
dark. I pick it up. I'm like,
Don't
is
quote
it
me on that.
is
Right.
it done? And I flip it over, and then like my first batch was like as so dry and
how are you
crispy.
doing it on a pan?
A
on
flat
the stove?
pan.
Frying
on the
pan.
stove?
Frying pan. So
Yeah, frying pan.
One thing I want to say
So a
is
frying pan on the stove.
Yes.
Okay.
the way that turkey bacon looks. It looks rubbery.
It does.
Looks
It looks
like
fake.
you should not
So
be
good,
eating
though.
this. And Jer,
It's prop bacon.
Jer, I got a question for you. Now you might be the guy who changes it all. Are you into crispy bacon or chewy bacon?
Crispy, man.
Yeah.
Ah,
Gotta go crispy.
Yes, crispy.
wow, I am
bacon.
cornered on that one.
crispy. So
No,
that's why you kept
no.
eating that bacon this morning. I was like, man, I really hope Chair likes crispy bacon because I burnt the shit out of her.
The blacker, the better.
Why
Well,
do you
what I
guys
say.
like
Hold
crispy
on.
bacon? Why?
There is crispy turkey bacon.
Yeah.
There's not as big of a difference between crispy turkey bacon
And regular.
and less
Yes,
crispy turkey
I
bacon
agree with
than there
that.
is on regular bacon.
But with regular bacon,
gonna get the
has to
same-
it has to be dry and falling apart in my mouth. Like
No. Why?
That's how I like my bacon.
Why out of all meats do you want crispy bacon?
just-
Out of everything else, nothing else you want crispy. You don't want.
I don't like the chew. Chewy fat.
I don't like the chewy fat. Like I'll spit that part out like a little
No,
kid.
it's good. It's like frosting on cake. You know?
I used to be
I give
that
my
way,
fat to Josh, not
but
anymore now.
I
Oh, no, you
don't-
still can.
I don't eat it that way anymore.
I don't
used
like
to,
the gooey
but-
fat of it.
No, that's what it's meant for. Bacon is all meats are meant to be chewy yet
No, they're
cooked
not.
through. Name another crispy meat. I'll wait.
Beef
Chicken.
jerky.
That is dried.
Yes.
That is not fried.
That's true.
And cooked.
Chicken.
I mean in front of you. I mean prepared. I want a prepared meal that you can cook. Name something that you need to have. You guys are gonna.
I enjoy
dead air.
I enjoy the sort of mouthfeel and sound of crunchy bacon.
Yeah.
Like when you throw it on a sandwich and the meat's already like it's really
Yes.
You
chewy.
ever had
but then you have that crunch in like a
Yeah.
turkey
Have
bacon.
you ever had just a bacon sandwich?
I have.
Yeah,
Cooked bacon
that's
on bread
lovely.
and the crunch in it, it's the best.
But hold on
Okay.
a second. You guys didn't answer my question.
Well, I don't have
if
an
you
answer.
don't have an answer,
for
why is this the one? And I
I've
don't
got
get
two
it.
for you.
well, how
ham
many other
and
meats
turkey.
are served so thin?
I'm
I don't get it.
confused.
Cooked.
Because you said name another meat. There's ham. There's there's
They're not-
pig
You
and turkey.
didn't. That's not the question I had.
Yes,
He
it is.
said, what other meat is better crunchy?
But how does that verify that argument?
It means that why would you single one out, whereas all meat should be chewy?
I don't know. There's something about crunchy bacon just does it.
I just prefer
I
my
can't.
my
I
meat
can't.
hard.
It's like salt just going into my
What did you
taste.
say? I missed
Damn
it.
it! I did another one.
What did
What'd you
you
say?
say?
I said I prefer my meat hard.
Alex, you are trying this time.
No, I really didn't that
That's
time.
not
But I said it, and
organic.
I was like,
Okay.
like you guys did the same thing you did last time, where you didn't hear me.
Did we have anything else like quick we really wanted to cover? Because I think
the drone story really is pretty quick.
Okay.
Okay, go ahead.
I saw a video on Facebook this week that this guy
You're good. You're good.
he basically designed and built a 2-man drone.
I think I heard of this. That's
two-
basically
like
a helicopter.
Two people on it.
2 people in it.
Basically a
And
helicopter.
They fly it with a tiny joystick.
Oh, that's not safe.
And so basically it's a helicopter with no pilot skills required.
Brett, what happens when you run out of batteries in the
Well, that's the
in
thing.
the
It's
remote?
got
It's like a double. We're at a double A's. We're fucked.
it does have a backup generator to power the battery if you're in the air.
That's a lot of
And
weight.
it's also got a parachute that pops if you free
So
fall.
they must
Wow.
use car batteries and something
I'm not
like this.
exactly
presumably.
sure. I watched it a few days ago, but it cost $200,000.
Oh, jeez.
So
wow.
you know,
I'll get right on
only
that.
the rich will be able to afford it. And I think it said it would go. It could
I
go.
actually flew one on the way here.
It could go 90 miles
Yes.
on a single charge.
Nice.
Wow.
So,
That's okay.
I just thought, everything in its first iteration,
Yeah.
obviously can be approved over the
this
years.
is
and
this is how floating
maybe
cars
by
are made.
2030, they'll come up with a different one. But I thought that is impressive. I never thought that. I mean, drones have been around for a while,
Right.
and they've been kind of a subject of some controversy.
They
'cause
have,
there's no
because
legislation.
There
about
are
it.
places where you should not be flying a drone.
Yes.
Hence, a fucking airport or a hospital landing pad. You probably don't want to have a drone out there because it might get slapped by another helicopter in a
A
plane.
lot of Andrew's got one actually that he uses to kind of just fly up and take pictures. He's out in the country,
Oh, Jer, there you go.
Oh, ooh,
I
that would
have
be
I have
good.
owned a drone. Briefly, I won it at a convention of sorts. Owned it for all of maybe 2 weeks.
Did you
it
crash it?
It was really cool. I did crash it because it weighed like 10 ounces maybe. Had no wind stability to speak for. I did kind of hack it up so I could control it with an Xbox controller
Nice.
and my computer, which was really cool. But I didn't feel like I was gonna get enough use out of it, and especially going up into the mountains. Like,
Yeah.
it wasn't gonna have the kind of wind control that was needed for something
Plus,
like that. So
Would the thinner air, would that matter?
Yes.
I've wondered that myself. I know people at work who have bought more serious drones, like the DJI Mavic and some of these other fancy ones. And they said it handles just fine up in the mountains. So I
there-
think it can go up to, I don't know, like 15,000 feet, something like that.
Yeah.
So one thing I wanted to say is, Jer, you are so handy with all of your gadgets. When we were playing Destiny, we played on the we played on the 360, but all of our headsets were breaking. So we had headsets for the One. So Alex and I, we turned on the Xbox One, and luckily Jer did the same thing. He turned on his Xbox One. We would chat through Xbox One
And play on
the 360.
360.
Yeah.
Because it was like, I know I'm getting another one. Why buy a headset when I know I'm upgrading?
So you're just in a party chat on the one. while
Right,
playing on the
exactly.
But there's a thing to
But this is funny because Jer designed and engineered what we called the stick checker. What was the number you added on there? 5,000 or something?
No, I called it the stick checker 0.1.
Yeah,
think,
something like
'cause
that.
I thought I might make a more
So-
advanced version someday.
So what this is, I'm going to show you on the video here on YouTube. So you'll see what we do is we would have to make sure after every like hour or so, like stick check. So we'd wiggle our sticks.
Because the
Yeah.
controller would
So the
die.
controller would
So we'd be
fall asleep.
talking for a long, or he'd be talking, and all of a sudden he'd be gone.
I can
So-
show you kind of the setup too.
Yeah, you can show Brett real quick.
Well, I don't have
Oh,
a picture
okay.
of it. I mean, as an example.
So
I
yeah.
had it. Yeah, so I had it like hanging out next to the controller. So we, normally would verbally say stick check.
Yep.
And with my setup, like eventually I got tired of it, so I had made this little servo, or I had what do you call it? Like
Didn't
a
it turn
Pi,
this one or did it turn
Raspberry
this one?
Pi, and I added just a little tiny program to it with a servo that would like it was like a paper clip or some shit like attached to it, and it would just like every 3 minutes it would pull the stick just like
Isn't
this.
that awesome?
Go,
Like that was our stick check.
just plugged it in and it would just run on a loop.
I'm just saying, like Jer is real handy when it comes to engineering those kinds of little things.
That's
It
cool.
was I had to unplug it because I was afraid it would become sentient and start playing.
Self-aware.
Self-aware.
Just a final thing on drones. There's actually drone racing leagues, and they get
That looks
into
amazing.
Oh, I've seen
I wanna
that.
try that.
I've seen that. How do you control your 3D space?
VR.
Yeah, they're
Oh, no,
What?
It's like I've seen, but these drones are like this size and they are speedy. They will
fast.
go.
That's-
But I have seen them crash.
and it's not just in a circle. It's like
Oh, it's an
all
intricate
over.
track.
Oh, okay,
To
I know
me,
exactly. Yeah,
this is
that's
this
right,
is
we
the
said that,
future
yeah.
of racing. if you
Yes.
ask me. 'Cause,
This
like,
is the new Indy 500.
I mean, you can see everything.
You can see what they're doing too.
Were
Like
we,
you can
were we
watch their
watching
view.
that with you when we were in Colorado last year? Like I remember. It
I
being
remember
up on a screen.
watching it.
I think it was like
Could have been at the
your place.
airport.
Maybe it was at the airport.
I think it was at the
I just
airport on
remember,
the
like
way.
they're like zooming through these obstacles. I was like,
It
oh my
reminds
God.
me. Remember when I forget the show, but they've done it on Big Bang Theory where they built the robot.
Oh yeah, Robot Wars.
Yes, that's
I remember
it.
that
So-
show on Spike. That was
Yes.
great. That was awesome. People would get their own robots and fight
back
each other.
in Discovery days.
Yeah, it was back in like the early 2000s, way early
Discovery's still a
2000s, right
channel.
when right when it still is. But I wanted to go off of one more thing. I don't remember what it was. Crap! It was something about you're talking about doing those 2-man drones.
Mm-hmm.
That's how floating cars are going to come into play. It's happening. It is happening one way or another. The military probably already has this type of technology.
I would be willing to argue against that. I think
I don't think it'll be a
self-driving
while.
cars will
Self-driving
will
cars will
offset
be
that
first.
market for quite a
And
while.
I don't even think that's
Oh.
coming to. It's coming, but I don't expect it around for like prevalent for another decade.
Did we talk about that they're doing self-driving trucks now? Did I talk to you about that on the podcast?
I think we
So,
have.
yeah.
Yeah.
And then you were talking about how your dad's a truck driver, and that kind of set you off a little bit because it's like they're taking away their jobs.
Well, again, I don't think
I
it's
don't
going
think
to
that
take
there's-
any jobs for a while.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Probably not within our lifetime.
Probably
I don't know how
not.
much you follow the words of Elon Musk, but I think he recently said that self-driving cars would become an actual, like they could take you from California to New York within the next 5 years.
Wow.
Well, I guess
I'm
we don't
ready
have
for
to
that.
fly anymore.
Well, no, flying's great. You know, flying gets
Well,
you
it's-
from. Jared left Denver at 12 o'clock and landed at like what 2 our
I know.
time or
2:30.
Yeah, you know he took off at 10.
I have a
'Cause there's
counter
a-
argument
Anyway.
for that.
Okay.
What?
So when I went to Florida in 2013 or 2014, we flew. I went with Andrew and his wife,
Mhm.
and by the time you accounted for driving to Indy to fly, to layovers, to arriving
Okay.
in Florida,
Mhm.
it was like 2 hours less than if we would just drove the whole way.
Okay, so here's one thing. First of all, you got connections. When it's a straight flight.
Yes, I agree.
That's a big one.
But you never know if you can get one.
That's true.
And so,
well, you just got to know where you're flying out of, and
I'm just saying you can't just decide.
Oh, it's
I'm
easier
fly
now.
to Florida and maybe take a direct flight.
it's easier now. Google Flights has that's
yes.
a big deal. Like that, when Alex and I go, we just know we go from Indy to Denver. That's where we're flying next month. So we'll be flying,
Hey,
and that's one.
We're going
I
on
know.
vacation next month.
I know. I'm so excited.
I
Hey,
like driving.
We're going on
I
vacation
like
next month.
cross country car trips. Have you ever driven from here to Colorado?
Yes,
Yes,
he
he
has.
has,
Did you
with a
like it?
stick.
By myself.
Did you enjoy it?
I enjoyed it on the way here. I would, at all possible, drive one way and then take a flight back.
Yeah.
Because, as you know, the excitement of going to your destination supersedes the excitement
home.
of going back to your normal life.
I get that.
Well, how was
But yeah, I mean, I liked road trips too, but
I did too.
One way road trips.
But I'm getting too old to do it. I'm getting way too old.
I think as we get older, yeah, it becomes more difficult because
Really?
it's just like
I think the older you are, you appreciate the journey as much as the
I think it's
destination.
more of the fact that we
You're
had been
starting
doing.
to sound like fucking guy from Vacation, you know?
No, Josh and I have been visiting each other back and forth for 15 years now. So we've
You
been doing
guys
these
road
long.
trip more than anybody I ever
Exactly.
So we have a right to get
these-
tired
I
of
get
road
that.
tripping.
Okay, for instance, we bought our Cobalt back in 2007. It had like
28,000 miles?
Okay, it now has. It's only been 10 years, and it now has like
Well, we've had
almost
this
200,000 miles
We've had
on
this
it
car for almost 10 years.
because of how
That's one
much
thing.
traveling that we did.
You got to kind of put that into heart. We've had this car for almost 10 years.
Okay.
10 years.
But somebody that lives in town and has had their car for 10 years is not nearly as close as we are to 200,000 miles.
Right. I totally get it. So,
See, I've never actually gone on a road trip myself. Like, I've never driven long distance.
the longest I've gone is about 4 hours.
Like Jer said, the trip there is great, and it's funny because, especially with Josh and I have known each other for so long, you think that we would run out of things to talk about.
Oh,
The way there is like all of a sudden we're here, even if it's 15 to 20 hour drive. That's just we just conversate because it's like at home you have nothing to talk about, and then we get in the car, and then all of a sudden we find these things that we haven't talked about in a really long time, and then on the way back it's like, damn it, we talked about everything on the way there,
Yeah.
and then it's just like I just
Whoa,
want to get home.
Hold on. On our way back, that's when we're talking about the people we went to see.
Well,
That's when you're reminiscing.
Right.
yeah,
right,
reminiscing,
right, exactly.
and then that only lasts about an hour.
So before we go into our plugs, Brett, we're hitting time. What are we at?
Yeah, we're at 126.
Oh, we're actually okay. We're a little bit better than I thought we were. I thought we were way past that. I thought we were hitting like 145.
Plugs take 10 minutes.
I know. I want to touch on yo-yos just for a real quick second. We had this conversation on Monday. It was Jerry, Alex, and I. We were talking about trend settings and how kids always have to have something in their hands. We never talked about fidget spinners, and I know you never wanted to because your
It's
opinion
not that
on
I was
them.
against it.
You don't think it's
I don't think. I almost said irrelevant. That's not it. It's just I guess I didn't care about them, and I've only heard about them with kids, not adults.
They're a trend. They are a trend for kids.
Very much so.
Like, first it was for us. I want to say when we were growing up, the first thing you needed to have in your hand was a yo-yo.
Yes.
Because you remember the Dunkins, you remember the
Besides Legos.
I remember that trend.
What?
I was never.
oh, jeez.
So that's the first thing you would have in your hand.
Yeah. Oh, never mind. Like everyone had like the Dunkins and what was the other brand? And we were trying to find out.
Mega Brain or something like that, right?
No, that was a type of yo-yo.
Yo Mega.
Yo Mega. Did you have one of those?
Nope.
Did you have a yo-yo in the 90s?
I didn't.
I did, and these two did. Like we were all into it.
I remember it was a big thing. Like,
Yes.
a lot of
Big
people
thing.
at school.
You probably would have been in middle school by the time that was kind of a cool thing. Right?
Probably.
Yeah, because it was fifth grade.
Then it was
for me,
Gigapets.
so yeah. Oh, and then Gigapets.
Gigapets
That was
that might have actually
right
been
around
before.
6th grade.
Yeah,
for
then it was
me.
Gigapet, and then
yeah, you're right. Actually,
it might have been
Talking about-
Gigapets was before Yo-Yo.
That's
No,
the same
I don't
thing
think
as
so.
Tamagotchis, right?
Yeah,
Yes.
same
Yeah,
thing.
that was the rip-off kind of version of Tamagotchi.
So it went yo-yos, Tamagotchi / Gigapet, and then what was after that? I think it was people were getting cell phones. They were getting Snake on their phone. Like that was a way to fidget, to keep themselves occupied. And I don't know question mark after that. We're doing like the South Park something question mark profit, because this next one here is the fidget spinner, and people are saying that this may or may not help you out with ADD. They're not sure. They know the fidget cube works. They know the fidget cube is therapeutic, but the fidget spinner itself, I think it's just a thing to have in your hand, a flashy thing like the yo-yo.
Yep.
And that's kind of what I'm getting on here. And a lot of people are gonna, I might get outcry where people are like, no, you don't know what you're talking about. Fidget spinners do this and this for the person. Fine. So did yo-yos. So did all these other things. And I'm just saying that everyone is always going to have a trend set, and I'm getting tired of seeing the fidget spinners. I'm already past it. I'm over it. Like where I work, I think it's is something selling them now
because wait, are you serious?
Yes,
they're impulse buy. They're at every register of every store everywhere.
Kind of like those.
I'm gonna hold back on my rage on this.
Those animal bands or what are those things? Those
Live Strong bands.
No. They were.
Those are still cool, right?
Sure,
maybe.
No, they're not.
No, they were like they were shaped in like an.
You talking about the
animal.
slap?
No, it was like 5 years ago, maybe.
Yeah, I know I'm trying to think of the name.
Like they were shaped in animals, but you put them around your wrist. Popular. But yeah, they're really popular with the younger crowd.
I'd have to what you're talking about. I don't know.
I have no idea what you're saying.
They're like shaped in animal form, and then you put them around. They're like
You've
rubber bracelets.
You said this, and it's not helping.
I'll have to look them up. But that was a big thing.
Okay.
But yeah, as far as like the yo-yos and stuff go. Yo-yos, like, they were bad. Like, there was also Pokemon cards. But yo-yos were bad. They were...
But they weren't a fidget thing. They weren't a thing to show off to people.
The funny part is that in elementary school, I was in 4th or 5th grade, I think, when yo-yos were the thing. And they actually had somebody... silly bands. Thank you, Jer.
Oh, okay, I remember that.
They had somebody actually come in and entertain us and show us all these cool tricks with yo-yos, and then gave us a magazine to order yo-yos. So we all ordered yo-yos. And then, like, the next week, they were banned from school.
Yep.
And then the school was the one that brought the guy in to show us the yo-yos.
Their fault. And that's happened a lot with a lot of those things where they bring the school at conferences and you do it, and they're like, well, now we're going to ban this. We have to.
You can sell candy and make profit.
I'm just wondering about this kind of thing where you have, like, some kind of corporate tie-in with your school, like, where somebody actually was allowed to come in and, like, sell.
Have you never had that?
Yo-yos?
Well, they didn't, like...
Have you never had that kind of thing?
Yeah. They come in and they, like,
only thing I
advertise
remember is, like,
it was
class
entertainment.
rings.
Yeah. Well, that was the thing.
We would have, like, an assembly, and then there was other times where firemen would come in, and then and we would all be there, and they'd show us.
But are they selling the fucking fire axe, Alex?
I guess there was the book
but
fair
it was just
things.
Like, it was like a book fair thing.
Yeah.
But some guy came in and did all these cool tricks, and then was like, if you guys have a yo-yo, well, you can stay after, and I'll teach you how to do some tricks. Well, then we all bought yo-yos, and then the school said, well, sorry, you can't have them anymore.
Wow. I mean, that's normal.
Like the hacky sack. That's another one.
Hacky sack. But that was before us, right? That had been made before us. That was probably the late 80s.
They were a little popular in middle school.
Oh, popularity comes back and forth. Yo-yos are going to come back. I know.
Winter Frisbee's going to be cool again.
They made a whole sport out of it, so I think it's still cool. Disc golf, which I'd love to try one day. I've never played it, but then again, I'm not really as sportsy as I should be. But anyways, I think it's time to go. I think it's time to do some plugs and stuff. I'm going to murder this, but you didn't tell me whether or not we had any shout-outs. I have something.
Okay.
Shout out to everybody who's been posting on my wall, who's been calling me personally, talking to me, everything. Thank you very much, very much for your kind words. I was not crying there. I literally I had something in my throat.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. No, but seriously, thank you guys for the packages you sent me and all that stuff. You guys are the best. T-shirt Tuesday. Head on over to our Twitter page at PTOUnlimited. You will see our top pin post is our T-shirt. Brett, you gotta stand up. Is your rump done?
It's getting there.
Is your rump numb?
Is your rump numb? Numb rump? Anyways, head on over to our Twitter page at PTOUnlimited, which I'll replug as well in our plug segment. You will see the top pin post is our T-shirt Tuesday. Like that post, favorite that post. Repost the post using hashtag PTO giveaway, and follow us on Twitter as well. And we appreciate you guys for following us. And as much response as we got when the last one was like, we're doing Twitter again. We're fuck Facebook. But no, seriously, like us on there too. If you guys want to follow us on any of our social media apps, and oh god, I'm murdering this. We're gonna plug it in.
Let's just plug it in, Josh.
Okay, so if you're listening to us, just remember there are other apps you can find us on as well. We are on SoundCloud, iTunes, Stitcher, Podcast Addict, Blueberry, TuneIn, Satchel, the Xbox One podcast app, and Google Play Music. We thank you guys for liking, sharing, and subscribing, especially on iTunes. Thank you for rating us, SoundCloud, reposting, and following us. Everything that you guys do. If you guys want to find us on video form, what's the matter?
I want to do a plug.
Oh yeah, you're good. You're good.
You'll get your time.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry. I want to make sure you guys. I know you guys are just on it. You'll just
no.
hit that
He
button.
doesn't. We even talk when the music starts. So I'm just,
Yeah, it's all right. It's all right.
if you want to catch us on video form, again, you guys definitely want to see this video on YouTube.
Yes.
This video form of this podcast. Head on over to our YouTube. We post our video on every Sunday. I like to get it earlier towards the day, but just keep an eye out on that. If you subscribe and you get that little ping where, I'm notified that this is happening. There you go. If you guys want to catch us on Exploded Radio, you want to hear us on another internet radio station, we are there Tuesday nights at 6 p.m. Central, 7 Eastern. They play our latest or most latest podcast as much as they can. There's a little back catalog going on there. You can also catch some of the interesting music that they play, a lot of indie music and some really interesting nerdy trends that they got going on there. If you guys want to follow us on any of our social media apps, we are on Facebook, facebook.com/PTOUnlimited. Instagram is PTOUnlimited_podcast. We're also on Twitter, which is at PTOUnlimited. If you guys want to email us about any topics you want us to talk about, give us a shout out. You guys want to give us comments as well, and I appreciate that as well. I read those on SoundCloud. If you guys want to comment, email us. Our email address is PTOUnlimited@gmail.com. If you want to follow me on Twitter, I am at Lemke619.
Brett_wings.
Cute_kitty.
You want to plug your
Jer,
Twitter?
what do you got?
Well, I have a Twitter. I don't really use it that much, so I won't plug that. But you guys have so charitably plugged my my SoundCloud before. I haven't posted anything for a little while, but I have started on sort of a new project for music for sleeping.
Nice.
Because I've really gotten into that kind of stuff lately. So I have a few tracks started, so I am planning to, within the next few months, probably start posting some new stuff, maybe hopefully have an actual like coherent album going.
Some
Cool.
library stuff.
So I'll have it on there.
I have a
Sweet.
question. Is Facebook the only place you're doing your camera project?
No.
Do you want to plug that? You don't have to.
Oh, sure. Yeah. So the other thing, I've been doing a project for the past 30 days now of taking a picture every day for a year.
Project 365 is is that actual? Do a lot of people do that same title?
Yeah,
Okay.
That's one of them. I like
It's a working
challenge
title.
365. It goes back and forth, but I've been doing that. So been into photography lately, and I'm posting those on Facebook and another site, 500 pixels or 500px.com/jfreehill.
Okay, I'll
So
make
that's
sure
where
I
you can find
I'll
the
have to make sure
high-res
I
versions.
type that out on our link of our
What
SoundCloud.
kind of stuff do you take pictures of?
Everything.
gonna say everything.
Mostly my balls.
Oh,
If you really wanna
so you're
know.
gonna get the female traffic right there, just skyrocketing. I want to see his balls.
They're all set to adult content. No,
He's
just
taken some
everything.
Hey, Brett,
pictures of
you
my
want to see my
animals lately.
itinerary?
You want to see my balls?
I love that line.
Oh shit! Glad we brought the podcast up from all that. So yeah, I'll make sure I type that stuff out and put it in all of our descriptions down below of our. Jesus, we lost Brett. I'm so glad we finished the plugs because Brett wouldn't be able
That's
to.
from Eurotrip, if you didn't know.
Yes, that's such a great film. I think you gotta watch that again. That's so good.
All right, well, let's get out of here,
He's turning
guys.
purple. Thanks for joining us, guys. I hope you enjoyed the soda tasting test. If you guys want to watch that, check out our YouTube. We're gonna thank Jer for coming
Thanks
here.
for joining.
Thank you,
Yes, we
Jer.
are so happy. So we'll catch you guys next week.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Say bye, Jer.
Bye.